Okay, so today I'm going to make cauliflower cheese. So what you need for that is you need some cauliflower. I'm using the frozen one, but the fresh one is that's fine as well. The amount of cauliflower you need to use depends on the size of the oven dish that you're using. So I've got roughly 1 kilogram worth of frozen cauliflower here. You can, if you want, use a mixture of cauliflower, broccoli, just some more vegetables. I've also got 1 onion that I've diced here, so I want to have a little bit of nice flavor. Got some cheese. So I've got the amount of cheese you use also depends on yourself. This is roughly 150 grams of cheese, because I'm going to also make the cheese sauce. I've got some breadcrumbs here, and the breadcrumbs are just for helping to sprinkle on top of it. And then to make the cheese sauce, you need 50 grams of plain flour, 50 grams of butter or margarine. You need some milk as well. You'll need some nutmeg and black pepper, and then you can have some salt to taste. Just some salt to taste. Okay, so the first thing to do is, in a bowl of boiling water, add the cauliflower and the onions. Yeah, so adding the cauliflower and onions. You can as well add just a pinch of salt as well to it, and just allow this to cook for around 5 to 7 minutes. You don't want the cauliflower to be too soft. You want it to just have a slight bite, because you're going to bake it later on. Okay, so it's just been over 7 minutes, so the cauliflower is slightly softened, but not too much. So I'm going to just strain off the liquid. You can, if you want, keep some of the liquid and use it in the cheese sauce that we're going to make. So that's the cauliflower and onion mixture that has been drained. So I just leave this to the side, and I'm going to make the cheese sauce next. Okay, so the cheese sauce is basically a basic bechamel sauce, and you add cheese to it. So for that, I'm going to add the butter and the flour, put it into the pot, and I'm just going to stir it around. Yeah, so you just continue to just stir that. So once it's formed the paste, just gradually add milk to it. So I've added a little bit of milk to this. I'm just going to stir it and just smooth out the paste. You may find it easier just to use a whisk. Yeah, so as you can see, the sauce has thickened slightly as I've been adding the milk. So I'm just going to add some more milk to it. The amount of milk you add is just roughly 600 mils of milk. It just depends on the size of the oven that you're using. But if you had saved some of the liquid from when you boiled the cauliflower and onion mixture, you can use that as well. So if the total amount of milk you'll be using will be 600 mils, maybe you may want to use 200 mils of the water that you drained, and then 400 mils of milk. I mean, the bonus of using the water that you drain is that it's going to be slightly seasoned. Yeah, so I'm just going to add a bit of that water in there now, because it would have been seasoned, and it has it's basically like a stock you're using. And continue to just add a bit of black pepper and nutmeg to season. Yeah, just adding black pepper and nutmeg to it. It's just seasoning the stock. You can add some mixed herbs if you want, but that's just optional. I just know that by adding the mixed herbs, it just gives the food a nice aroma. Continue to stir it. You can add the cheese to it now. Just remember to save a little bit of cheese, because I'm going to use that to sprinkle over the cauliflower once I assemble it in the oven dish. Okay, so I've added some of the cheese. I'm just going to continue to stir it. continue to stir this mixture until it thickens. Once it's thickened, then it's ready. Okay. Just also be cautious about the amount of salt that you use, because don't forget the cheese contains salt, and then if you have added some of the stock that was produced from this cauliflower and onion mixture, you may have some salt in there too. Okay, the sauce has thickened quite nicely now. If you look, it's actually covered this whole spatula, this wooden spatula. So the sauce is ready. Just be aware that it can take around 15 to 20 minutes for the sauce to thicken nicely. Okay, so the next stage is to assemble the product. Okay, assembling this is very easy. Simply put the cauliflower and onion mixture into an oven dish, and then pour the cheese sauce over it. Okay, so I put the cheese sauce, and I'm now going to sprinkle over the breadcrumbs. To make your own breadcrumbs is very easy if you have a food processor. All you need to do is just get the bread, slightly stale bread, and blitz it in the food processor, and it forms breadcrumbs. And just sprinkle over the breadcrumbs. And then finally sprinkle over the remainder shredded cheese. Okay, so I sprinkled over the grated cheese. Now there are two options of cooking it. Either you can just put it in a hot grill or broiler so that the cheese will slightly brown, or you can put it in the oven. I'm going to put mine in the oven. And so the oven, I'm going to put it at gas mark 6, which is 200 degrees Celsius or 400 Fahrenheit. And you just leave it in there for around 15 to 20 minutes until the cheese starts to bubble and it turns a bit of a golden color. Okay, so the cauliflower cheese is ready. I basically left it in there until the cheese became golden color. And yeah, I'm going to serve this with some sweet corn on the cob, fries, and this is salad. So that's my cauliflower cheese with corn on sweet corn, fries, and salad. Yeah, so I mean, I really like it. So just enjoy this meal.